Today we are going to be learning on how to install Forge to our server. Now the first step you want to do is head over to the link in the description or just type in the URL up here, and this will take you to a site where you can download any version of Forge for your server. I'm going to be using Forge 1.7.10 because it's most commonly used, so I'm going to select it down the side, and here I'm given an option to either download the latest version or the recommended version of Forge. If you're looking for a specific version, you can just go down to show all versions and you will see that it will show all versions of Forge that you can download. Now, I'm going to be using the Windows installer. Any of these options will work to be able to install Forge, but it's easier just to use the Windows installer. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, and I'm be taken to this page where I'll just need to wait 5 or 6 seconds before a button called skip in the top right hand side is given to me, and I can press that, and you can see now the Forge installer is now downloaded. I'm going to go ahead and move this to a folder where I know where it is, and then I'll be back. I've gone ahead and moved the installer into a folder where I know exactly where it is and that I can find really easily. It's also empty because it's just easier once I've installed Forge to find the files that I'll need to upload. You don't have to put it in an empty folder, but I do recommend it as it's a lot easier and will save you time when you've got to find the files. So once I've done that, I'm just going to run it with this launcher and installer. Right, I'm going to select server because we want to install the Forge server. Once there, I'm going to select exactly where I want to install it by pressing these 3 dots and navigating my way to where I have created my folder, which is here. So I'm just going to press open, and you can see the directory has changed to where I just selected, and this is exactly where I'm going to install Forge. I'm now going to press OK, and as you can see that Forge has now begun to install, and I'll be back once it has installed. So as you can see, Forge is now installed, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete these 2 files. Now, you now want to upload these files to your server. These are the core Forge files that need to be run in order to use Forge on your server. So I'm going to use SFTP to do so, and if you don't know how to do so, you can use our guide that's already on our channel. But you can use this simply just to follow roughly what I'm doing, but I'm not going to be explaining this in this video. So once I've connected myself to SFTP, I will now see all my server files on the right hand side, but there are currently none in my server. So what I want to do is I just want to select these 3 files, or press Ctrl A to select all 3 files, and I'm just going to drag them across, and you can see that they now are beginning to upload, and I'll be back once they have all uploaded successfully. So as you can see now, all files have now been uploaded to my server. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close down FileZilla now, and I'm going to head over to File Management, and I'm going to set up the Forge jar file as the jar file to run on my server. If you don't know how to do that, I'll leave the description open with the link to the guide to install a server jar file, where you can follow that if you're unsure what I'm doing right now. So once I've made my server run off the Forge jar file, I am just going to start it up and allow some files to generate so that we are able to continue. I will show you how to upload mods now and how to configure your server in case you're unsure on how to use Forge. So while my server uploads, I'm just going to need to accept the EULA in a second. There we are, and now all files on my server should begin to upload and create successfully, which we will see in just a moment here. There we go, all files are now being created, and it's just beginning to load a world, which we don't need to worry about. So if I head over to File Management now, you can see there's a whole list of files now. Now the 3 files that you don't ever want to delete are these 3 files that I'm listing here. If you delete any of these 3 files, you'll need to refollow this guide, because these are the 3 files that are needed for Forge to run. Now, if I go into the mods folder, you can see that I currently have no mods inside. But this is where you upload any mod jar files that you can download. For example, CurseForge is a good place to download mods. So if I head over there, you can see loads of mods that I could download the jar files, and I would just simply upload them into here, where they'd then restart my server where they would be loaded in. Once I've done that, I would also see, if I go to the config folder now, I would also see a whole new bunch of configs loaded in here for my mods, where I can configure exactly what I want on my server and what I want it to do. So this is where you can make your server do as you wish, and the mods folder is where you upload any mods, and the rest is pretty similar to a normal Minecraft server. So thank you all for watching, and this is how you install Forge. We'll see you guys in the next tutorial.